Hello guys, welcome to another video of Let's Take Food, your dose in the world of processed foods. You may be wondering the reason for the change of the host. The thing is, other guy posted lots about the government in the previous week, so he went missing.
अरे कहना क्या चाहते हो?
I am just joking, like it's here, it's not China, it is not the Jack Ma. I went a bit off the track here. So, in the previous videos, we have discussed about some meal replacement protein drinks. Now, in this current video, we will be discussing about the meal replacement bars. So, let's get started. So the product that I have for you today is a high protein bar from a brand called Yoga Bar. You can watch the previous videos in this channel regarding the importance of the protein, why protein is required by the body. You can find the link in the description below. Protein is not only required by the athletes, but it is required by each and every person. Various body functions are dependent upon the availability of the protein. Protein is also required for boosting immune system, for providing energy to the body, for building of the muscles, bones, etc. Normally, it is accepted that 1 gram per kg body weight is the requirement for a person per day. That means if person weight is around 60 kg, then he requires around 60 grams of protein per day. The requirement of the protein varies from person to person. It depends upon your age, your metabolic activity, your gender, in what type of function you are, what is your metabolic rate, etc. So we can't generalize, but common accepted norm is 1 gram per kg body weight per day. Now let's come to the ingredient of this protein bar. As we all know, in any product, ingredients play a very important role in order to define its nutritional and aesthetic value. So, let's see what are the different ingredients present in this bar. If you can see, the first ingredient is protein blend. That is protein concentrate. This is obvious because this is a high protein bar, so we will always be in higher percentage. Other ingredients are almonds, prebiotic fiber, Belgium dark chocolate, honey, dates, cocoa, flax seeds, hazelnut, coffee powder, etc. Now, the protein in this product blend comes from whey, almonds, hazelnuts, and flax seeds. These all are very good sources of protein. If you consider the PDCAAS value, PDCAAS value for whey protein is 1, so this is very good. Other thing is, this product contains almonds, so this has some good quality fats. Good fats are called good fats because they help in decreasing the LDL cholesterol in the body. Means they help in decreasing the risk of hypertension, blood pressure, diabetes. So these are very good. The other thing is, this bar is low in carbohydrates and high in fats and protein. So this product is exceptionally good for a person who is following the keto diet. So finally, the product is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which we Indians don't get from the diet. So definitely, thumbs up for that. In order to be a successful product should have to be taste good. So let's do the sensory. I am really excited to go to the sensory of this product. This product is in hazelnut toffee flavor. So, the packaging is very good, and I think this product scores 100% in packaging and labeling part. Let's clear the packet. If you can see, this is a chocolate enrobed almond bar. So I think this is pretty good. Let's do the sensory. This has a very good coffee flavor. You can find all the almonds, nuts in the mouthfeel. Mouthfeel is excellent, taste is very good, and I think it's scoreful in terms of sensory part. Friends, don't go anywhere else. This is my favorite part. Now let's come to the costing of the product. If you can see, the weight of this bar is 60 grams and the MRP is 125 rupees. That is 1.7 US dollar or around 1.7 euro. In kg, if you consider, this is around 2100 rupees kg. I think this is fairly high and companies should consider to reduce it. But it is up to the consumer whether they want to buy this product at this price or not. Now let's do some unit economics and find out what is the nearly raw material cost, what are the other overheads involved to manufacture this product. If you can see, raw material cost is only 25% of the final price. If you consider packaging material and other manufacturing cost, it comes out to be 31% of the MRP. So I think this is fairly high. So company should consider in order to reduce the MRP of a product by decreasing maybe the supply chain cost or maybe the retailer commission or marketing expenses. If they can decrease the prices to about 30 to 40%, so I think this product can do excel in the market. So that's all for the today, guys. I hope you are following the social distancing norms wherever you are. Before you go, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel. And also share this video in your WhatsApp groups so that more and more people can watch this video. Also, you can let us know in the comments on which topic you want to listen more. Thank you guys, and we will meet in the next video.